All right, so we're going to hop right into it. We're on dollar Swiss right now and has finally broken this major level that we've been tracking for some time now. So in this video, I'm going to identify some possible retest areas, or retest zones, excuse me, I can't talk, or for a valid entry, and highlight some targets that I'll be eyeing for the move. So right now we're on the daily chart, and you can see I've already marked up this area where price is broken out. So we head over to the monthly chart. I've already marked up my monthly. You see that it's in a downtrend. I have my major downtrend here with my solid line, and then my minor here with this dotted or slash dash line here. And also I've also marked up my other minor trend line here just to see if it holds up. I'm not sure if it'll hold up, but we'll see. Price is unpredictable. And also you see here, just from a monthly viewpoint, what this area looks like. Long candle out, long candle out. I love the look of that candle, that strong candle down. We go to the weekly, about the same thing. A little bit different, but we see that price came down to this area and it's, coming back up for a possible, for retest. So let's see how far it could possibly retest up. So this is the daily view. And if I look at this here, I see prices already come back up and retested the area. We're going to put on the fibs in a minute, but I see here it's a little gap right here. I'm just going to zoom that in right there. A little gap that price has already come. Very, very minor, but it's probably where price opened up from on the Sunday. Yeah, price opened up here and it gapped a little bit, and price has already come back in and filled that area. So I'm going to erase this. Let's put my fibs on. Put my fib on. Let's see where price is at. Yes, I like the look of this so far. And look at this, it's already come back up from the initial move down. We're back up, I'm sorry, to the 38.2 and held that level. And we see it's coming back up again to this level. And just based off what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like it's very much momentum as it's going back up. It looks like it's losing some momentum. And I see this candle here, this wicked candle here at the 38.2 level, right? I like the look of that. So if I mark up this zone here, this is going to be my bias number one. I always like to give a few biases. This is my strong bias here, high probability retest area here, just based off what price is doing on Sunday. And let me put a little disclaimer in there. I want you guys to be patient for Sunday. Don't just, as soon as the market opens, or well, at this point you can't put no trade in because the market is closed, but I want you to just observe what price is going to do on Sunday when the market opens, because I know that there has been a few fundamental things happening in our economy that could affect what this does when it opens back up. So we could see it gap up on Sunday. It could gap down. We don't know. It could just be where it's at. We don't know. But have patience and let price settle in on Sunday before just jumping in, right? Please don't jump in blind. Well, somewhat blindly with one eye closed, I guess. Yeah, so this is a high probability area. So, and this is given if price opens up and we see that it's still holding this level. And I already see that it's, we got a wick on the daily. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Ooh, I like that better too. That looks good on the 4 hour. We already see that price it's a few candles that's closed in the direction that we are anticipating that it's going to go to the downside. So that's good. And it's a lot of wicked candles here. That's even better. I like the look of this. So this is my high probability here that price could possibly hold this level, this 38.2 level, which is another one of my favorite levels, and continue down. We're going to keep going. Let's see. So if price was to say if it opens up on Sunday and it gaps up, it continues up, because we do have some liquidity zones over here. If I mark this up right here, this is definitely a liquidity zone that price has not come back in and filled in. And that correlates with my trend here, my monthly minor trend line here. It could come back up to this area. This is actually in my golden zone area here. So price could come back somewhere up in this area and retest this area here. So if I was let's see, I'm going to put, it's my medium. It could come back up in this area here and hold, right? And I would want to see the same thing that's happening down here right now. I would want to see small candles like here on the daily. We see that the candles are getting a little bit smaller, they're getting wicky, getting really wicky, and just some rejection candles. If I go down to the 4 hour, I would still see the same thing: small candles, wicky, some candles closing in the direction that I want it to go. That's what I'm looking for, right? When it comes back up to this area here, which is uh, even better, even better area to come to. Um, I'll take it. If it comes to that area, I'll take it. That's even better of a you know risk to reward ratio for me, in my opinion. Right. So that's bias number two. Right. Let's go back up to the daily. Let's see now if price comes all the way back up here to the 78 or the 78.6 or the 88.6 level, I'm going to be hesitant to take a sale, because one is coming back up into the area that is previously broke out of, that was holding for since July of last year. So we're back up in this area here. So it's literally, to me, it's just a fail. In my opinion, that'd just be a failed break and retest. It's done trapped some people in. If it comes all the way back up there, it's at the point where it's invalid. For me. So if we're approaching this area here, where's my box? And, I'm gonna put my invalid. I'm gonna, in my opinion, this is definitely my invalid zone. I'm no sales at this point. I'm just going to sit and wait to see what price is going to do, as far as it's going to continue back up, because just based on the history of it, if we go back to the monthly time frame, it's a possibility that it could do that, because we see here price has wicked down. Now it's not that far down yet, but it has wicked this. It came to this area in a strong rejection back up to the upside, right? A very, very strong rejection back up to the upside, where it's just kind of held from a monthly standpoint, a very large consolidation zone here from the monthly standpoint. So is that a possibility? Yes, we're gonna go over all the possibilities of that happening. It's a very strong chance. I'm not gonna say strong. Let me correct my words. I don't think that's a strong chance of happening, but is it possible to happen? Yes, very much so possible that it could happen, right? Very much so. So if it comes back in that area here, it's a no-go for me. It's definitely a no-go for me. I'm waiting. I'm sitting on my hands and I'm waiting to see what price is going to do, what it wants to do at that point. And I might be shifting my mind towards a buy, just depending on what price is doing, right? So far we got our green zone, our high probability area, which is in our 38.2 level, around the, what is this, around, we're going to say about an eve, we're going to give like the medium, the 77.61 area, which is where price is at now. We're going to wait. We're going to be patient, remember, and wait to see what price does on Sunday when it opens up, see if it's still holding this level. But if it gaps up, okay, it could come back. It could gap up somewhere up in here, give or take. We're going to give about the medium area around, what is it, 78.47 area. It could gap up around here, give or take, and we're going to go from there, see what it does. Now, what we're looking for, if it gaps up there, same thing. Candles. So small candles, wicky candles, candles closing in the direction that we wanted to go if we go down to the 4 hour time frame, right? That's what we're looking for. And this is our no-go area. If it gets somewhere up in here, where, especially if it crosses, even if it crosses this line here, but it still holds this 61.8 level, it's still in the yellow zone. All right. If it holds this level, we're still good. But if it gets up in this area here, maybe I should make this box a little bit bigger. I don't know. But somewhere up in this area here, I'm sitting on my hands. So I'm gonna give like around the medium area, around like the 79.54 area. I'm sitting on my hands there. I'm not taking a sale. I'm waiting for price to see what price wants to do. If it's trying to go into a buy, that's what I'm doing, right? So if we was to let's see, if we were to take, if price does what we want it to do, which we're setting up for it to do in this green area here, the 38, what's that, 38.2 level, I can see price coming all the way back down. Let me go to the monthly real quick. Could that correlate with, and it's still not as far down as this last wick. Still not. So I mean, this is almost uncharted territory here, where it's going to be making new support and resistance zones and all type of stuff. So I would hold it. Me personally, I'm going to hold it down to this 61.8 level, which is around 73.31. I'm going to hold it there. Same thing here. If price comes up to this level around the 50 area or the 61.8 area, I'm still going to hold. First TP1 is going to be around this area here, around my 0.27 level, around 74.82, and TP2 would be around my 61.8% level. What's this? 73.31 level, right? And remember, in this zone here, in my red zone, this is a no go. No go. I'm sitting on my hands. Now, if you want to take it, that's on you. I'm not taking it. If it up in there is, I'm reshifting my brain, looking maybe for possible buys, just depending on what price does if it gets up to that level. So that's all I have for today. I hope you guys have a great trading week, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. What are you guys going to be looking for price to do? What levels are you looking at when it correlates to dollar and so on? I love to hear different viewpoints. I love to pick people's brain and try to see from someone else's perspective, because I've been in the trading game for a while. I've been trading for about 8 years. I know everybody looks at the chart a little bit different, and there's never a wrong answer. In my opinion, it's never a wrong answer, because it's all based on how you see the chart. So that's all I have for today. I hope you guys have a great trading week, and we'll see you back next week on Sunday. Have a great day.